This is Luke Radowski of WeAreChange.org here in Miami, Florida at the Bitcoin conference. And if you want to buy a Ferrari or whatever the hell this car is, it's just 48 Bitcoins here. Now, very interestingly, the Bitcoin community is filled with a number of characters. Some of them are greedy Wall Street buttholes. Some of them are angry nerds, but a large portion of them actually do care about decentralization, freedom, liberty, and being able to help other people around them. One of those people is, of course, Danny Sessions, who has been using cryptocurrencies to really do some incredible work, a lot of fundraising, a lot of crowdsourcing, a lot of people just coming together in this kind of crypto community and doing the right thing. Something that we're going to talk about now, and something that we even may participate very closely in the near future. So Danny, just first of all, tell us, what have you been up to? How has the whole crypto world changed, the whole kind of charity game that has been happening within our own community?
Well, you know, we got started at the first Bitcoin conference that you attended. We were running different charities with that, and you know, that was pretty basic and simple. But as I moved on, and with the radio show we've been doing for 4 years, now that Dash sponsors us, we were able to work that into our sponsorship. So we were able to come up with a great idea of how we can do good things for people and use that as positive press, and that's a currency for Dash, of course, because they're getting positive press. But for me, it's awesome because I get to do cool shit and have fun and, you know, feel good about what we're doing and actually do something positive. Because, you know, a lot of this, a lot of what you see in the libertarian community and stuff is a lot of talk and not really a lot of people doing anything. So, you know, it's great to build cells and do all these different things to have groups, but if the group's not doing anything, what's the purpose?
Very good point, and I think we're going to be doing more work with Danny because he really tapped into this kind of cryptocurrency community, and there's a lot of resources. We just need to utilize those resources in manpower. We have an audience. The audience, we could do a lot of amazing things right now. So we're going to be talking to Danny about personally working together in the near future. So what happens is, this is my understanding of it, correct me if I'm wrong, Dash every month, when they create this cryptocurrency, they have about 5% left over that they give to someone that the miners want to have the money. Again, this is all confusing. I'm trying to simplify it as much as I can because there's a lot of complicated nerd mumbo jumbo. But cryptocurrencies are made, Dash is being made. Once a month, they decide where 5% of that money goes. The community decides where it goes. Correct? And then you've been going on there and being like, well, we just had an earthquake in Mexico. The people here need help. Let's fundraise. Let's get this 5% and let's go help them out.
Yeah, well, it's actually 10% of the entire block reward is dedicated to not just this type of a cause, but all the development, everything that the development team needs to do. So basically, if you have a good idea and you think that it brings value to the Dash network, you would submit that idea. But keep in mind, it's going to cost you $5,000 to submit this idea. This is an anti-spam mechanism. So come up with a good idea and definitely come and try it. Our radio show is sponsored, so a certain portion of our radio show, that advertising is actually paid for by Dash. Well, just advertising some commercials I didn't think was a great impact. So I do extracurricular things like build houses for the homeless. I go to hurricanes and help give you know, care packages to people who just lost everything. So you know, it's been very interesting and very fun to do. Before that, I actually was traveling around the country. I traveled 10,000 miles to cannabis dispensaries to talk to cannabis dispensary owners about using cryptocurrency. So it's, you know, think of a great idea that would take the technology forward and submit your idea, and there you have it.
Tell us about some of the work you've been doing, because I know you've been jumping all around hurricanes, earthquakes. Right. It's like you're the darker kind of Anderson Cooper. You're working on the way here. You're like, I'm there, but instead of spreading lies and disinformation and propaganda like Anderson Cooper does with his intelligence agencies connected. Anyway, I'm going off tangents. I'm sorry. You're going there and being like, hey, let's use cryptocurrencies. Here we have some money. We have some resources. We're using it in a totally different way. Tell us about the work that you've been doing, specifically like numbers, details, where you've been, the impact you've been able to have with Dash and this cryptocurrency.
So the way it started off, actually, our last proposal was, like I said, driving around to cannabis dispensaries. Another portion of that proposal was to feed the homeless, to imitate what Jason King has done with Unsung. And we actually did it under the banner of Unsung. In fact, last year at this very conference, we fed several hundred people. We set up tables right here, made a bunch of meals, and went out here in Miami and fed a bunch of the homeless people. And then the hurricane happened, and I had this funding left over for feeding the homeless. And I decided, hey, well, these people are homeless too, and maybe this is actually a group of people that may be more interested in. I mean, they haven't checked out of life or anything like that. They could possibly use cryptocurrency in the future. So we spent almost a month down on the coast in Houston, in the Houston area. We actually hit 12 cities, and we helped 3,100 people with care packages. We made them in our motorhome and went directly to the place, made lines, and handed this stuff directly to the people. So, you know, you've seen all these things going on with the Red Cross, wasting money, throwing stuff away. Well, we were able to mitigate all of that by handing it directly to the people that needed it. So that went so well that when it came time to renew the proposal, I thought that going to Mexico and helping with the earthquake would be a great idea. And as a side effect, we're also working on remittance. So I'm installing ATMs in the U.S., and I've got a special coupon code for immigrants to actually send money home. And now I'm reaching out on the Mexican side by building communities, and, you know, I'm rebuilding houses in people's communities. We're going to work on a community center, rebuilding that. So this is kind of catching the eye of the people and realizing that, hey, this is a valuable asset that we should probably be using. Yeah. And so my goal is not just to rebuild houses, but also to rebuild or build remittance channels. And one of the sales pitches that we actually use on this, and this is great, is, well, Trump. Trump wants to build the wall, and he wants Mexico to pay for it. One of the ways that he wants Mexico to pay for this wall is tacking on fees to Western Union and MoneyGram and all these others, right? Well, if you can use cryptocurrency and not have any fee whatsoever other than what it costs for you to buy it, well, then you're not contributing to the wall. So, you know, it's a no-brainer.
So Danny's going to be out there doing what he always does, helping the community, building homes, helping individuals on the ground. And if you want to get involved, I think a great thing would be is every time you do something, send it out to me. I'll send it out to you guys on either this YouTube channel or my Twitter account. And I could even give you access to just my Twitter account, and you can just tweet out every time you're out doing something in the community, because we have the resources. We just need the manpower to make amazing, magical, beautiful things happen and to be the change that we want to see in this world.
Right.
So
we're not asking for donations. We're funded, but we would love for people to donate time, get involved, just imitate what we're doing. Yeah. Do it yourself. Like, you know, when we were doing the Unsung thing, we didn't want donations. We wanted people to start their own Facebook groups and their own Unsung chapters in whatever cities. And there's several of them popped up in Seattle and in Orange County, all over the U.S.
Let's do it with a darker-skinned Anderson Cooper. This is Luke of WeAreChange.org. We're going to be hitting all. Danny has an RV. He's going to be driving all around. I think we're going to do a lot more work together on the ground, locally. The resources, the money, the funding, the technology is there. All we need is you. And we can do anything. I think we may even do a Dash proposal. We're going to talk about that. Why not? I love you guys. If you thought this video was helpful or interesting and you want to help spread the word and you want to help get involved, share this video with your friends and family members. Let me know what kind of projects you think we should get into in the comment section below. And of course, subscribe. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/WeAreChange. Love you guys.